Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're just going through the same routine every day but nothing really changes? Maybe life feels stressful, overwhelming, or out of your control. You want things to be different, but you don't know where to start. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people feel this way, but the good news is, you can reset your life. You don't need a big event or a perfect moment to start over. You just need a clear plan. That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that has helped people for over 2,000 years. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius used it to stay strong in tough times. Epictetus, who was once a vassal, used it to find freedom in his mind. Seneca, a wealthy advisor, used it to live wisely even in a corrupt world. The best part? You can use Stoic ideas to reset your life, starting today. In this video, I'll guide you through a 7-day Stoic reset, a simple, step-by-step plan to help you take back control. Each day, we'll focus on one powerful Stoic idea. By the end of the week, you'll feel clearer, calmer, and more in charge of your life. Here's what we'll do. Have you ever felt upset about things that didn't go your way? Maybe the weather ruined your plans or someone was rude to you. It's natural to feel this way, but there's a helpful idea from Stoic philosophy that can bring peace of mind. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that life is divided into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. He said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and in one word, whatever are not our own actions." By focusing on your own responses and letting go of worries about things beyond your control, you can reduce stress and feel more at peace. Exercise: identifying control in your life. Make 2 lists. On a piece of paper, create 2 columns. Label one in my control and the other not in my control. Then write down different situations. Some examples could be, I forgot to send an email on time. Someone didn't do their assigned task. The weather is great. A friend didn't invite me to an event. I didn't get selected for a team. The traffic is terrible. I spilled coffee on my clothes. Ask yourself, is this situation under my control? If yes, place it in the in my control column. And if not, put it in the not in my control column. After completing the exercise, reflect on the following questions. What does it feel like to see everything you can't control written in one place? How can you practically use this exercise in your daily life? Let's look at a practical example. Let's say you work in a busy office and one of your colleagues is consistently late for meetings and often leaves early without finishing their tasks. This person's behavior is in their control, so you can't change it. However, what you can control is your own reaction to this situation. You can choose to maintain a positive attitude and focus on completing your own work efficiently. You can also set boundaries by politely asking your colleague to complete their share of the work on time so that the team isn't delayed because of it. When you direct your energy towards your own actions and responses, you can navigate external negativity more effectively. You can even find opportunities to grow and improve in the process. Focusing on what you can control offers several benefits. It helps you reduce stress and anxiety by letting go of uncontrollable factors. It allows you to take responsibility for your actions and their consequences. It helps you concentrate on what you want to accomplish, fostering a sense of purpose and direction. By setting and achieving goals, you'll likely experience increased happiness and a sense of fulfillment. Additionally, it promotes resilience. When setbacks occur, you can bounce back quickly by focusing on the aspects within your control and finding solutions. Finally, this approach enhances self-awareness. As you reflect on your experiences, you gain a deeper understanding of your strengths, limitations, and the things that truly matter to you. Remember, it's normal to desire certain outcomes, but by acknowledging the limits of your control, you can embrace life's uncertainties with more calmness and clarity. As you go through your day, keep this in mind. Focus on your own choices and let go of the rest. Day 2, embrace discomfort. Have you ever noticed how we often seek comfort in our daily lives? We adjust the thermostat to the perfect temperature, choose the easiest routes, and avoid situations that might cause us discomfort. While comfort is pleasant, constantly staying within it can make us less prepared for life's inevitable challenges. The ancient Stoics believed that by intentionally introducing small hardships into our routines, we can build resilience and strength. This practice is known as voluntary hardship or voluntary discomfort. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of this practice. In his Letters to Lucilius, he advised, "Set aside now and then a number of days during which you will be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By willingly exposing ourselves to minor discomforts, we can reduce our fear of adversity and appreciate our comforts more deeply. Understanding voluntary discomfort. The idea is simple. By stepping out of our comfort zones in controlled, manageable ways, we prepare ourselves for unexpected hardships. This doesn't mean seeking out suffering, but rather embracing small challenges to strengthen our character. Exercise. Today, choose one of the following activities to experience voluntary discomfort. Take a cold shower. Instead of your usual warm shower, opt for cold water. It's invigorating and teaches you to remain calm under discomfort. Skip a meal, intermittent fasting. If you're medically able, try delaying your next meal by a few hours. This can heighten your awareness of hunger and teach self-control. Engage in strenuous exercise. Push yourself a bit harder in your workout or try a challenging physical activity you usually avoid. As you undertake the chosen activity, observe your reactions. Acknowledge any discomfort, but remind yourself that it's temporary and within your control. Modern application. In today's world, many of us live in relative comfort compared to our ancestors. While this is a privilege, it can also make us less adaptable to change or hardship. By intentionally incorporating small challenges into our lives, we can build resilience, enhance gratitude, increase self-discipline. Personal reflection. I remember deciding to take cold showers for a week. The first day was a shock to my system. I was tempted to revert to warm water, but as the days progressed, I found myself more mentally prepared for the cold, and it became a refreshing start to my mornings. This small act of embracing discomfort made me realize that I could handle more than I initially thought. Embracing voluntary discomfort is a powerful tool for personal growth. By intentionally introducing small hardships into our routines, we not only prepare ourselves for future challenges, but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the comforts we often take for granted. Remember, it's not about seeking pain, but about building strength through manageable challenges. As you continue this 7-day journey, keep pushing your boundaries and discover the resilience within you. Day 3. Memento Mori, face your mortality. Have you ever stopped to think about how much time you have left? How do you think about this question? Does it fill you with anxiety, or does it motivate you to make the most of every moment? Now we'll explore the third pillar of Stoic philosophy and discuss why facing our mortality is not only inevitable, but also essential to living a fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." He wasn't suggesting that we dwell on death, but rather that we carry this idea with us as a constant reminder. Marcus understood that by contemplating our mortality, we gain clarity on what truly matters in life. Understanding memento mori. The Latin phrase memento mori means remember you will pass away. It's a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of life and serves as a motivation to appreciate the present moment. But why is it important for us to remember that we will die? What can it do for us? It can help us eliminate procrastination. We often put things off for another day, another week, another month. But when we consider our own mortality, we realize that there is no other day. This is the only day we have. It can help clarify our priorities. In the grand scheme of things, what truly matters? What do we want to be remembered for? When we understand our limited time on this earth, we can let go of the trivial and focus on what is important. It can enhance gratitude. When we realize that life is fleeting, we begin to appreciate the present moment more fully. We become more grateful for the opportunity to experience each day as a gift. Exercise. Write your own obituary. One exercise that can help us internalize this concept is writing our own obituary. This may seem like a morbid thing to do, but it's actually a powerful way to reflect on our lives and make the most of the time we have left. By thinking about how we want to be remembered, we can start to make changes in our life that will lead us in that direction. Steps to write your obituary. Find a quiet space. Find a place where you can be alone and uninterrupted. You need to be able to focus and really think about your life. Reflect on your life. Ask yourself some important questions. What are the values that have guided you through life? What are you most proud of accomplishing? How do you want to be remembered by others? Draft your obituary. Now it's time to write. Put everything into perspective. How has your life played out so far? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Review and reflect. Take some time to look over what you've written. Does it accurately reflect the person you are now? Does it show who you aspire to be? Are your actions in line with the obituary you've written? If not, what changes do you need to make? Modern application. Stop procrastinating on what matters. We all know that we won't be here forever, but sometimes we need a reminder of this fact. When we're busy in our day-to-day lives, it's easy to forget that time is slipping away. The ancient Stoics knew this, and that's why they came up with the memento mori exercise. It's a reminder to pay attention to our lives and to make sure we're living them to the fullest. Have you ever thought about writing your own obituary? It might seem like a strange thing to do, but it can be a great way to figure out what really matters to you. By thinking about how we want to be remembered, we can start to make changes in our life that will lead us in that direction. And when we remember that we won't be here forever, we can stop procrastinating and start living. Day 4, practice negative visualization. Today's quote is from Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." In his book on the shortness of life, Seneca argues that we don't actually have a limited amount of time. Rather, we squander a significant portion of it through distraction, procrastination, and a failure to appreciate the present moment. So let's get to the exercise. Seneca suggests that we should frequently reflect on the brevity of life and our own mortality. By contemplating our own mortality, we gain a fresh perspective on our priorities and the fleeting nature of existence. Each day is a gift, a reminder that we should cherish the present moment and make the most of the time we have. Seneca also encourages us to consider what it would be like to lose the things we hold dear, such as our health, our loved ones, or even our sense of identity. By imagining these potential losses, we can better appreciate what we have and prepare ourselves mentally for the inevitable challenges of life. So here's your exercise for today. Take some time to close your eyes and visualize the following scenarios. 1. Imagine losing your job. How would that impact your life? What would you miss the most? 2. Picture yourself no longer having a home. Where would you go? What would you do? 3. Envision a future without your loved ones. How would that feel? What would you change? As you reflect on these questions, allow yourself to fully experience the range of emotions that arise. The purpose of this exercise is not to induce fear or anxiety, but to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and appreciation for your current circumstances. In a world that often takes our blessings for granted, negative visualization serves as a powerful reminder of our good fortune. It helps us to recognize that our happiness and well-being depend not on external circumstances, but on our ability to find joy in the present moment and to appreciate the uncertainty of life. So take a few moments each day to practice negative visualization. By doing so, you'll cultivate a more grateful heart, a stronger mind, and a life filled with greater purpose and meaning. If you found this exercise helpful, share your thoughts in the comments below. Day 5, reframe obstacles. The obstacle is the way. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable? What if I told you that within every obstacle lies an opportunity? This idea is at the heart of Stoic philosophy and is encapsulated in the phrase, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This proverb, often attributed to Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, is a powerful reminder that obstacles are not roadblocks, but can be stepping stones on our path to success. It teaches us that our perception of challenges and our response to them determine their impact on our lives. Setbacks, failures, and rejections become opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. Let's break down this concept through an exercise. Identify a current obstacle. Think about a problem you're facing right now. It could be a professional setback, a personal conflict, or a financial difficulty. Analyze your initial reaction. How does this obstacle make you feel? Frustrated? Defeated? Anxious? Recognize your emotional response. Reframe the obstacle. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can this challenge make me stronger or wiser? Plan a constructive response. Based on your reframing, outline actionable steps to address the challenge, focusing on growth and positive outcomes. By doing this exercise, we start to shift our mindset from one of despair to one of opportunity. We begin to see challenges not as static barriers, but as dynamic forces that can propel us forward. Modern application: turning setbacks into opportunities. In our daily lives, setbacks are inevitable. However, our perception of these setbacks determines their impact. For instance, job rejection. Instead of viewing it as a failure, see it as an opportunity to refine your skills, seek feedback, and explore roles that align better with your aspirations. Financial loss. Consider it a lesson in financial management, prompting you to budget more effectively and make informed investment decisions. By adopting this mindset, we not only navigate challenges more effectively, but also cultivate resilience and wisdom. I recall a time when a project I was passionate about didn't receive the support I anticipated. Initially, I felt disheartened. However, by applying the Stoic principle of reframing obstacles, I sought feedback, identified areas for improvement, and relaunched the project with greater success. Challenges and obstacles are an inherent part of life. By embracing the Stoic principle that the obstacle is the way, we can transform setbacks into stepping stones for growth. Remember, it's not the obstacle itself, but our perception and response to it that shapes our journey. Day 6. Live with virtue. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to live a good life? According to the Stoics, the answer lies in cultivating and practicing virtue. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized that a fulfilling life is achieved by living in harmony with nature and embodying moral excellence. But what does this look like in practice? The Stoics identified 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice and temperance, moderation. These virtues form the backbone of a well-lived life according to Stoic principles. Let's take a closer look at each. Wisdom. The ability to discern what is true, right, and lasting. It involves making sound decisions based on reason and understanding. Courage. Not just physical bravery, but also the mental strength to face challenges, fears, and uncertainties with resolve. Justice. Treating others with fairness, giving each individual their due and acting with integrity in all dealings. Temperance. Moderation. Exercising self-control and balance in all aspects of life, avoiding excesses and deficiencies. So how do we put these timeless virtues into practice in our modern context? Let's explore a simple yet powerful exercise. Exercise. Define and act on your core values. Today, let's engage in a reflective exercise to align our daily actions with these virtues. 1. Identify your core values. Reflect on the 4 Stoic virtues. Which resonate most with you? Are there other values you hold dear? 2. Define each chosen value. For each value, write a brief definition in your own words. This personalizes and deepens your understanding. 3. Outline daily actions. For each value, list specific actions or behaviors that embody it. How can you practice this virtue in your daily life? 4. Commit to practice. Choose one virtue to focus on each day. Make a conscious effort to embody it in your interactions, decisions, and reflections. Living with virtue is not merely a theoretical pursuit. It's a practical guide to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. By committing to this daily practice, you'll not only enrich your own life, but also positively impact those around you. In our contemporary world, living virtuously remains as relevant as ever. Think of integrity as honesty in your dealings, even when it's challenging. Consider courage as standing up for what's right, even in the face of opposition. Reflect on wisdom as a constant pursuit of knowledge and making informed decisions, and think of justice as advocating for fairness and treating others equitably. By intentionally practicing these virtues, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute positively to our communities. For me, living with virtue means striving to be the best version of myself, to make a positive impact on the world, and to leave it better than I found it. I'd love to hear from you. Can you share a time when you had to choose between what was easy and what was right? How did you navigate that decision? Share your story in the comments below. As we continue this 7-day philosophy challenge, remember that every small step counts. It's not about achieving perfection, but about embracing progress, learning, and growth. Day 7, Journaling and Reflection, the Stoic Habit. We delve into the world of Stoic philosophy and explore the transformative power of journaling, a habit deeply ingrained in the life of the Roman emperor and Stoic sage Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever pondered the impact of a daily practice on your life? For the Stoics, this was a cornerstone of their philosophy, a way to cultivate wisdom and self-awareness. And among them, Marcus Aurelius stands out as a beacon, his personal writings offering a glimpse into the mind of a man striving for excellence amidst the chaos of life. But why journal? What makes this practice so potent? In essence, it's about introspection, examining the labyrinth of our thoughts and actions. It's a dialogue with oneself, a conversation that helps clarify the path ahead. For Marcus Aurelius, this daily ritual wasn't just a habit, it was a lifeline, guiding him to align his life with his principles, to confront his shortcomings and celebrate his triumphs. And now we invite you to partake in this timeless practice. Take a moment, find a quiet space, and let your thoughts flow onto paper. Don't worry about the length of your entries. It's not about quantity, but the quality of the introspection. As you journal, reflect on these questions. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? What lessons can I draw from today's experiences? Be honest with yourself, acknowledging both the highs and lows without judgment. This is a sacred space, a sanctuary for your thoughts and feelings. Remember, this practice doesn't end after 7 days. It's about integrating this habit into the tapestry of your life. Let your journal be your companion, a silent witness to your growth, your struggles, and your triumphs. In the grand tapestry of life, moments like these, a daily dose of introspection, make all the difference. They serve as anchors in the storms of life, guiding us toward the shores of self-discovery and personal growth. So, dear friends, as we bring this 7-day reset to a close, I encourage you to hold on to this practice. Let it be your compass, your diary, your confidant, and as you do, I'm confident that you'll see its profound impact on your life. As we've explored a transformative journey into the world of Stoic philosophy, a philosophy that has the power to change how you see the world and your place in it. We've covered 7 key principles that have the potential to not just inform your thoughts, but to reshape your actions and reactions. From understanding the difference between what you can and can't control to confronting your mortality, each day has been a step towards a deeper, more meaningful life. If you've made it to this point, you've taken a significant stride on your own personal growth journey. You've immersed yourself in timeless wisdom that has the power to cut through the noise of modern life and get to the heart of what truly matters. But the question you might have now is, how do I put this knowledge into practice? How do I turn these powerful ideas into lasting change? Your next step begins now. Look back at the 7 principles we've discussed. Which one calls to you the most? Is it the idea of controlling the controllables, embracing discomfort, remembering memento mori, practicing negative visualization, reframing obstacles, living with virtue, or making journaling and reflection a daily habit? Choose one. Take that one idea and put it into practice. Start that journal entry. Face that small discomfort. Reflect on your core values. The first step, as they say, is often the hardest. So start small, start today, and let action be your guide. Knowledge is power, but it's in the application where the real transformation occurs. That's where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. That's where you turn the theoretical into the practical, the passive into the active. This journey is yours. It's a personal one. And while today marks the end of our 7-day exploration, it's also the beginning of your story. You've been equipped with powerful tools. Now it's about using them, refining them, and allowing them to become part of your everyday life. As you continue this journey, I encourage you to stay connected. If this exploration has resonated with you, consider subscribing. In the description below, you'll also find a link to another video, Building Resilience Through Stoic Practices. It's a continuation of this journey in a different format. Remember, you don't need every single thing to be perfect. Just take the next step. If this has been helpful, please leave a like, share with those who might find value in this message. Your engagement helps spread this philosophy to more people. Every day is a new opportunity to embody these principles, to weave them into the fabric of your life. Do it intentionally, do it courageously, and above all, do it authentically. The world needs your unique voice. The Stoics gave us powerful tools to navigate this complex world. Now go forth and use them. Make them your own. Let them empower you to live a life of purpose, resilience, and grace.